Okay, what about now? What up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Request to join the live. Hey, Freedom. Hey, guys, welcome in. Oh, shit. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Nice. It's working. Cool. Okay, guys, what up? Welcome to my live stream. I'm live streaming on TikTok right now. Trying to get some guests in. And gonna talk to some people. That's the goal, to talk to some people. So hey, if we've never talked before, request to join the live because I would love to talk with you. Let's chat. Come on in. Hey, it took me forever to get this figured out. Like, actually forever. So I'm really proud that I got it figured out. Yay! Let's go. So let's celebrate. Join the live and share it. Come on in, share the live. Tap the screen, like it, say hi to me in the chat. What up, Demon Wolf? What up? Who else is in here? Freedom, how's it going? Freedom, are you vegan yet? Come on in, let's chat. Hey, welcome. Request to join the live, guys. Come on in, request to join the live, let's chat. I want to talk to you. How are you, magical one? You know, I'm doing just fine. Do you want to join the live and chat? Do you want to join the live and chat? Let's talk. Come on in. Hello, YouTube people. Hello, TikTokers. Hello. Welcome, guys. Hey, what up? I'm half asleep, but your voice is relaxing. Freedom, we haven't talked in forever. Let's chat. We haven't talked in forever. Hey, thanks, Rainbow Zombie Vegan. Is that the stunning Jade? It's me, the one and only. What up, Jake? Hey, Jess. I'm doing just fine. How are you? I'm gonna share this live to Telegram. Update Telegram. Okay. Never mind. I'm not sharing it to Telegram because I need to update Telegram, I guess. Welcome. Glad you're doing good, Jess. Demon Wolf is driving. Hey, don't text and drive. That's not safe. Guys, come on in and share the live. Share it with your friends and your enemies. Often imitated but never duplicated, the amazing Jade. Thank you, Rainbow Zombie. I'm doing just fine. How are you doing? I'll be doing a lot better if I was talking to you. Hey, what's up? If we've never chatted before, request to join the live. Let's chat. If you're in TikTok, hey, I'm on TikTok and YouTube right now. If you're on YouTube and you want to talk to me, come on to TikTok. And if you're in TikTok, the request to join button should be right here. Click the button right here and ask to come on in. Guys, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You get to talk to JadeForJustice. What? I disagree with almost everything you've ever said. I still do, but I've chosen the path of no hate. North, why don't we talk about it? Let's talk about it. Okay, BA wants to chat. Hello, BA.
Hello, lady.
Hi, so how do you
What's so
feel
great
about
about talking to
humans
you?
exploiting other animals?
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that.
How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
What do you mean by exploiting?
Like, to exploit somebody is to use them for a selfish purpose.
Oh, you mean like eating them?
That's a form of exploitation, yeah.
And what else are they doing to exploit them? Using them as for like farming tools?
Yeah, using them as tools, treating them
I
as
feel great about it.
resources instead of
Why you
individuals.
don't eat meat?
I am vegan, and veganism is the ethical principle that humans
Oh,
should
so
live
you're
without exploiting other animals.
oh, so
But
you're eating my food's food. You're exploiting my food.
so you don't seem to understand what exploitation
Did
is,
you know
BA.
that? Did you know that to
I'm gonna get on to the next guest because I think you're being stupid on purpose. Hello. So, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
It's a murder.
Sorry, what?
Eating animals is a murder.
What? I can't hear you. Can everybody in the chat, can you guys hear me fine? Can you hear the guest fine?
I cannot hear you.
Okay. So, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? And just so we're clear, to exploit somebody is to use them for a selfish purpose. Hello? Are you there? Okay. You know, I'm gonna let you know in the chat just because you say you can't hear me. Um, Exit out of the app and try again. Follow so you see my live again. Heart. And I'm gonna disconnect you because, yeah, there's some connection issues over there. Let's try user while we wait for commandant.
A team. This might.
I'm Hello, sorry. User. So, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
Well, I feel like since I eat meat, I don't. Let me get my opinion straight. I'm not a fan of animal cruelty at all. I find it to be completely deplorable.
Okay.
And
Yeah, and
I
wouldn't you say that exploitation is cruelty?
Yes, that's the first sign of psychopathy, actually. Don't you read at the triangular rules of a person becoming a psychopath? That's one of them. Did you know that?
Yeah, so it sounds like you think we should be respecting other animals. Is that right?
Yes. And I
Yeah.
and I love animals.
Okay,
I
but
have
here's the thing though, is it really possible to respect somebody else if we are exploiting them?
You come up with a good point there.
Yeah. It's not, is it?
I'm not.
Yeah,
And
so veganism is the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. And that means respecting them as individuals instead of treating them as a resource or objectifying them. So
which
it
is
seems
why
like you agree with this principle.
Yes, which is why I'm trying to cut on the meat. I'm trying to have more vegetables.
Okay. Yeah, if you were in the animal's position, how soon would you want somebody to go vegan for you? You know, like if you were a cow being exploited for breast milk, or a chicken exploited for ovulation, or like a fish that was gonna be killed for their flesh, you know, how soon would you want somebody to go vegan for you?
Their whole life just means that they don't eat me.
Right, yeah, and you'd want people to change immediately, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the benefit of being vegan is?
You're not ta- you're you're not you're not taking a life because an animal is a life, and you are being a completely disgusting human being if you kill an animal, in my opinion, because if an animal is a life, regardless if you think of it as one or not.
Yeah, and not just a life, but a sentient individual with their own subjective thoughts and feelings. You know, like plants are alive, but they don't have feelings, they don't have brains, they don't have nervous systems, they don't like have their own subjective experience. Um, but yeah, of course the benefit for the animal is that they have one more person on their side defending them, standing up for them, and respecting them. And the benefit for you, when you go vegan and you say that you respect animals, you won't be being a hypocrite. You know, you'll actually be doing what you say that you do. You know, your actions will be in line with your beliefs.
But at least I don't. I'm not the one doing it. I'm not the one killing them.
Well, but you're exploiting them. You're treating them as a resource. You're objectifying them. You
I
know,
understand your point of view, and I feel like I need to perhaps modify myself.
yeah, I mean, do you feel like there's anything stopping you from going vegan?
I just don't like. Sometimes I just don't like the taste of the vegetables. That's why.
Well, but you don't need to eat vegetables, you know? Like, you can be vegan and, like, there's infinite amounts of things that you can eat. You know, you could be a junk food vegan and just eat chips. Like, you could just eat vegan burgers. You could eat super healthy and eat, like, grains and legumes and vegetables. Or you could eat, like, literally whatever. Because veganism, it's not a diet, you know? It's just a decision. It's an ethical principle that we should live without exploiting other animals. Um, the diet is the plant-based diet, and you know there's all different types of plant-based diets, but you could literally like eat all of the same things that you're eating right now and just swap it for a vegan version. You know, like if you just eat a lot of chicken nuggets, you could just get vegan chicken nuggets. You know, if you eat a lot of burgers, you could just get vegan burgers. Um, but the decision, it will always be easier for you to go vegan than the animal to be exploited to death. But I mean, like, how would you feel about this excuse if you were in the victim's position? You know,
I feel.
like if
I feel.
somebody was trying to take your life or exploit you for breast milk or eggs, and the oppressor was just like, oh, well, I don't like vegetables. Would you see that
I,
as a
I
justifiable excuse?
I would say that I'm being a completely not good human being, and that I need to modify myself, as I said before.
Right. So, I mean, is there actually anything stopping you from being vegan that you feel?
It's just that there's nowhere near me, right? That is in nor in my house nor in the places that I go to that are near me that have vegan burgers.
Okay, but I mean, again, like think about it from your victim's position. You know, if somebody was like holding a knife to your throat and they're like, "Sorry, no vegan burgers," stab. Would you accept that? Would you find that as a good excuse?
And I think about it. Let me make a comment about you. You're making this into a very very interesting debate, and you're a very wonderful debater.
Well, I'm not even trying to debate you. I'm just speaking up for the animals like how I'd want somebody to speak up for me. You know, like
You're a
there's
good
nothing
human
to
being.
debate against injustice, but I just want you to know, like, I I just moved out of Portugal. I was living in central Portugal for 3 years. There's no vegan restaurants, there's no vegan burgers, there's no vegan chicken nuggets. But it's
Are you from
still,
the States originally?
yeah. But like even in central Portugal with no vegan restaurants, no vegan burgers, no vegan chicken nuggets, it's still easier for me to decide to be vegan than it is for the animal to be exploited to death. And not having an option for a vegan burger, it's just no good excuse to exploit them and treat them as a resource. So, in central Portugal, what I was doing, I was eating beans and rice, lentils, pasta, potatoes, fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, like very basic, very cheap. Um, like it's certainly doable. It's doable for you. Even if there's no vegan burgers in your area, you could make them at home. But even if you can't, it's just, you got to think about things from the victim's perspective. Like, it's just not acceptable.
Mm. Uh, you've you've made a good point, and I
Yeah.
understand the point of view.
Yeah, so I mean, do you actually think that there really is anything stopping you from being vegan?
Well, really, I'm not really a carnivore. I'm an omnivore. Who
Okay,
who?
but veganism's not a diet, It's just a decision to respect animals and not objectify them, not treat them as a resource, to view them as
Okay, now
living
I see your
wonders.
point. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and
There's way.
like the largest group of dietetics on the planet has concluded that everybody can eat a plant-based diet at every stage of life and be perfectly healthy.
Uh,
But user, like how many more animals should be exploited because of you from this point forward?
None.
Okay, so will you be vegan from now on?
I shall try to eat as less of meat as I can.
Okay, but being vegan isn't about eating less meat. It's about deciding that the animals are individuals that exist for their own purposes, that deserve respect. And again, like if you were in your victim's position, if you were a cow and somebody's holding a knife to your throat, would you want them to be like, oh, I'll try to murder you less? I'll try to exploit you to death less?
Well, definitely not.
Yeah, it's not enough. And
I
really,
get the.
like, what I'm asking you to do, it's not asking too much. I'm just asking you to align your actions with your beliefs. Because you already say that you respect animals. You already
Which I
say that
do. I
exploiting them
do.
is wrong.
I I do love animals. I have pets who I love. I I've had pets that I love very much.
Yeah, I believe you. But right now, like, you're living in hypocrisy. Do you see that? Because you say that you love them, but you're
Yeah,
actually
I understand.
disrespecting them in like the worst way possible by treating them as a piece of meat or a milk machine or an egg machine.
Which is why I eat things that are not meat actually too. And I like I said, I eat meat as less as possible. So I eat stuff like beans, rice, chicken.
Okay, but as less as possible is zero, You could be completely vegan.
To be fair, in my life, I know this sounds kind of contradictory with what I previously said, but I basically almost eat majority not meat.
Yeah, so it would be easy for you to stop exploiting them completely if you're already basically like not exploiting them except for maybe once a week, it'll be easy for you to adopt a plant-based diet and actually respect them all of the time and treat them as
Yeah.
individuals all of the time. Because again, if you were in their position, like if you were a chicken that was about to have their head chopped off, you wouldn't find it acceptable if your oppressor was like, oh, I only do this once a month or whatever, once a year, once every 5 years. Like, no, you would want it to be never. You'd want to be respected as an individual all of the time.
I've found this to be a very, very insightful conversation.
Yeah, user, you sound like, you don't want to hurt animals and you don't want to exploit them and you don't want to oppress them. So the last thing for you to do is just align your actions with your beliefs. And I promise you, like, it's not hard. It's not that hard, you know? It's easier than you think, and it will always be easier for us than for the animals that are exploited to death because of humans. So you
Yeah.
got this. Really, you got this.
So, so can can I say something? Do you know what kind of disgusts me is that it seems like sometimes animal cruelty is normalized in our society.
100%. Yeah, it's legal to murder animals. It's legal to steal their breast milk. It's legal to molest them. Milking someone is
That's
molesting
disgusting.
them.
How is bestiality legal?
How is bestiality legal? Well, do you know what the standard practice do you know what like artificial insemination is?
Yeah, like the creation of babies through IVF, is that it?
Well, it's also the standard practice in the dairy industry and the meat industry. Like in the dairy industry, cows don't make milk because they're cows. Mothers make milk
So
to breastfeed
for
their
me, it's
babies.
when people do that, it's all about psychologically. The only way I can think of it is that they want domination.
Yes. And it's objectifying them. It's viewing them as a resource instead of viewing them as individuals. Like, oh, cows are here to make milk for me. No, cows are here to exist for their own purpose. That's like thinking like a slave owner. Oh, you're here to serve me. It's thinking like a slave owner. And it's just not fair. It's not right. But let me
I'm
tell
sorry,
you
I
about
have
how
to.
bestiality is legal really quick because you brought it up. Like in the dairy industry, cows don't make milk because they're cows. Mothers make milk to feed their babies. So what they do is they jack off the bowl, collect the semen, stick an entire arm down the cow's butthole to like make it easier for her to get pregnant, loosen up the area, and then force the semen into her vagina, force her to be pregnant. And when she has a baby, they take the baby away so that the baby doesn't drink their
How the
mother's
how the
milk.
how the hell is that not cruelty?
It is cruelty, and yes, it's legal, and
Well,
obviously it's
why?
not okay, but
And it's a complete hypocrisy that our society agrees with that because we wouldn't want it to happen to humans, so therefore why wouldn't we want it to happen to anyone else?
yeah, well, yeah, it's fucked up, but this injustice won't last forever. It can't last forever. And if you decide to be vegan today, you're deciding to be on the right side of history and you're
And
aligning your
also
actions with your beliefs. Because
and then
this, yeah.
also Jade, I have to leave very quickly because my mom just called me and but let me tell you a quick story, right? About something that really infuriated me, right? Did you know that recently it was recently discovered that one of you know, our current president Donald Trump, right? One of his members of his part of his presidency of his administration had secretly killed a dog, right? And said that they felt nothing in regards to remorse about it.
Yeah, and many people would be very upset about this, and also at the same time, many people will consume the flesh of other animals, like cows and fish and pigs and chickens, but they feel the same, just like a dog, just like a human. We all feel the same, so it's all wrong. And it's just conditioning, like we're born to and raised and taught that dogs are our friends and cows are pieces of meat. But it's wrong. It's not okay. It's like a form of racism, Speciesism. It's like a form of racism. So, what do you think, user? Are you going to keep on objectifying and victimizing animals, or will you be vegan from now on?
I will be I will be every time I go to, let's just say, Costco or somewhere else, I will ask for the things with the vegetables on.
Okay, but you said that you don't like vegetables. I just want to remind you, you don't need to eat vegetables if you don't like vegetables.
But I'm willing to make a sacrifice if it means not exploiting off of another life being killed.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is to be vegan, you don't need to eat vegetables. Like you can create a diet plan that you'll enjoy. You can ask ChatGPT, hey, I don't like vegetables. What can I eat as a vegan? Just stop like viewing animals as ingredients or milk machines or egg machines. And I promise you it's going to be easier than you think. Like just get a plant-based milk instead. Just get tofu instead of eggs. Get like yeah, at Costco, I'm sure you'll be able to find vegan burgers, vegan chicken nuggets, vegan whatever. Just yeah, stop viewing animals as ingredients. And if you want support with the plant-based diet, I've got a link in my link tree in my bio. It's like the last link in my link tree in my bio at the very end, and it's called Challenge 22, and it's a team of experienced plant-based dieters that are willing to help you with this transition. But I promise you
Okay.
it's going to be easier than you think.
Okay, I have to go now.
All right, user, don't forget to follow, and you're welcome to come back in here anytime. And I hope you have a great vegan life.
You as well.
All right, let's try this person again. What up, guys? Hey, how's it going? Hey, everybody. Hey, vegan sign guy. Hey. Guys, request to join the live. If you're in TikTok, request to join the live, especially if we've never talked before. Let's try Caleb. I've been live for 28 minutes, so I'll do another conversation before I restart it.
Hello?
Hello, Caleb. How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
Okay, so what if instead of killing and eating animals, we kill and eat niggers?
Alright, well, goodbye. Hey, Maury. Maury, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
I think it's natural.
Sorry?
It is absolutely natural. I mean,
It's
let's go back to
natural.
very natural to
Okay,
eat
so
like
do
food
you
animal.
think that things that happen in nature are acceptable? Like,
Yeah.
for example, lions in nature rape each other?
Well, we're not lions, we're humans.
Yeah, we're not lions. Glad that you can get to that conclusion. So, Maury, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's not okay?
Well, we're talking about. Are we talking about other animals or human beings?
How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? Did I
Oh yeah,
not make the question
we're
clear?
we're a higher cognition beings
Okay,
that has
you're
the capacity to.
struggling. I'm gonna let you go because you're being stupid on purpose. It's not a difficult question, But look, YouTube, you don't have to worry about this. It'll keep going on YouTube. I'm gonna restart the live on TikTok so that the streams don't get too long to download. So, TikTokers, if you're not following, be sure to follow. And I'm just gonna end the live and start it right back over. Hello. Testing. Oops. Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back. What up, guys? Welcome back. And just so you know, if you want to do outreach like what I'm doing right now, if you want to, basically just do what I'm doing. First of all, you should. It's winter, it's cold out. Who wants to be in the streets doing outreach? Also, it's scary to be in the streets doing outreach because somebody could like assault you or something. So that's why I do this internet outreach. And you could do it too. From the comfort of your bed. I'm sitting in bed right now. You could do it too. And if you want to join a Telegram group that I made, that's all about doing this type of stuff. And I'll support you, and I can, if you have any questions or concerns about doing it, it's all the resources you need in there. So message me and ask to join the Telegram group, and I got you. Or if you message me and I don't respond, I get a lot of messages on here. Sometimes it's hard to, you'll get the quickest response if you DM AV_internet on Instagram. Let's go. Request to join the live, because I'd love to chat with you. Request to join the live. Let's chat. What up, YouTubers? What up, TikTokers? User on TikTok wants to know, should wolves be vegan? Well, user, veganism is actually about humans respecting other animals. Veganism is the ethical principle that us humans should live without exploiting other animals. It's not about eagles. It's not about wolves. It's not about lions. And it's not complicated. You guys are making it seem like it's complicated. It's not. It's not complicated. Come on in, guys. Request to join the live. It's not about B12. We got options. We got moral agency. We got choices. Come on in, guys. Like the live, share the live, say hi in the chat, and request to join if you've never joined before. YouTubers, if you're watching me from YouTube and you want to come in and chat, I'm on TikTok. You can join the live on TikTok. Yeah, exactly. It's about treating others as you would want to be treated. Should dogs be vegan? Should cats be vegan? Well, veganism is actually about humans. Dogs and cats actually cannot be vegan because veganism is about humans respecting other animals. They absolutely can be plant-based, And if you're vegan and you're in care of a dog or a cat, you should be putting them on a plant-based diet so that a bunch of other animals don't have to be exploited for them, because they can be perfectly healthy on a plant-based diet that's adequately planned. Have you tried plant-based vegan leather? No, I haven't bought new clothes. Like ever. But yeah, if you think leather looks cool, get yourself some plant-based vegan leather. Why you do that for your dog? Good. Come on in, guys, request to join. The golden rule, exactly. Treat others the way you'd want to be treated. Unless you're a masochist. How about treat them just with basic respect? Basic respect, basic decency. Guys, come on in, request to join the live. Hey, if you're on TikTok, hit the button right here. I'd love to talk to you. What up, Jason? You want to chat? Have you ever become friends with the guests? Yeah. Of course. But I'm not here to make friends. I have soothing charisma. Hey, thanks. Taylor. Let's get Taylor in here. Hello.
Hey, weren't you Green Vegan Goddess before?
You remember me? Yeah, that's like, it feels like a millennia ago. Yeah, okay, so you've been following for a while. So Taylor, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
I mean, I don't feel good about it.
So do you think we should be respecting them?
Keyword should.
Should, yeah. And is it really possible to respect somebody else if we're using them?
No, like the fact that I eat meat and stuff, like in the system that I contribute to by doing that, like it is like disrespectful a little bit to them. Hold on a sec, 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say a
It's
little
like
disrespectful. It's like disrespectful in the worst way possible. You know, you're objectifying them by treating them like a piece of meat or a milk machine or an egg machine. You're exploiting them to death.
would can I ask you something?
Sure.
When a wolf up north in the state, I mean, when it takes somebody's little child that's playing in the yard, is that them disrespecting human life?
So, veganism, it's actually defined as the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. So, if you need to protect your child from a wild animal, that's not exploiting the animal. You know, it's defending your child.
Okay.
So, yeah,
So you would see
if there was
self-defense
a
as
bear that
justified.
was about to like maul me and kill me and I had the option to kill the bear, I would, because I got to defend
Okay.
myself. But that has nothing to do with veganism. You know, it's about not treating the animal as a
No, yeah.
resource.
No, yeah. I grew up hunting, and I actually had an instance where there was a time a bear was coming at us, and a person. I'm thankful that they shot the bear. Um,
Right. But the fact that you were
I
out
was
hunting,
deeply
that's the part where
sad.
you're exploiting them. Not when you defend yourself against the bear, but the fact that you're out trying to kill other animals for whatever reason that's
Well,
unnecessary.
we were
That's the exploitation.
there was a disease with certain deer on this island that we were at, actually, and we were trying to like make it a better environment for everything else because of what these deer were infected with. And it was through like a forestry and DNR thing, and we had special tags to go out there. I typically didn't love hunting, by the way, growing up. When my dad made me shoot my first deer, I felt like really bad actually. I don't know. Like I've eaten meat my whole life, but I'm not gonna lie and sit here and try and make you feel like shit and be like, oh yeah, like I love like that we just like kill animals and eat them and stuff. Like I do
Yeah,
think
I mean,
about that.
you say that exploiting them is wrong. You say that we should be respecting them. So it sounds like veganism is already in line with your beliefs. It sounds like deep down you do think that they're here to exist for their own purposes. They're not here for us to use as a resource. Is that true?
Yeah, or like not on the scale that we do. Like maybe in smaller communities, I can get it. Like if you have chickens that provide you eggs, like, and you don't like fill them up with stuff to make them give you a shit ton of eggs, and you don't like force them to do that or whatever. Like, I don't know, some things. Like I'm kind of like vegetarian, really. I still eat meat, but like I don't
Okay,
know if I could
but that's still treating them as a
be
resource.
vegan.
How would you feel about that if you were in the chicken's position? If somebody owned you like property, if somebody treated you like property that was here to serve
Yeah,
them, like a slave, really. If that's slavery, treating
like
somebody
under
as property,
capitalism,
and they're like, okay, you're here
like
to
under
be my
capitalism.
ovulation machine. You're here to ovulate for me. Is that fair? Is that respect?
Yeah. No, you mean like how people feel under capitalism, like they're kind of like an asset to the government.
I mean, it's kind of like that, but really incomparable to what we're doing to the animals. You have freedom of choice. You have the freedom to do whatever you want, really. The animals don't. Um, the animals that you treat as egg machines or milk machines or pieces of meat, they don't have that option and they're born into the slavery. But, like, I'm not here to talk about capitalism. I'm here to stand up for the animals.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, do you know what the
I
benefit of
tried.
being vegan is, Taylor?
I tried to find out. I tried being vegan for a little while, and I like almost. I'm gonna be real with you. I almost passed out, and I had a migraine so horribly bad, and I went. And I'm not trolling. I swear to God. I went and ate a cheeseburger, and my headache was gone, and I felt
Yeah,
better.
well, were you starving yourself, Taylor?
No, I got all like tofurkey and vegan mayo and like all these freaking things that are completely organic and vegan, and I was actually eating a lot of it, but I don't think it was enough like calories or protein or whatever
Yeah,
for
it
me
certainly
like
doesn't
compared to
sound like
normal.
you were getting enough calories if you almost passed out. But just so we're clear, veganism, it's not a diet. It's a mindset. It's deciding to treat the animals as individuals that are existing for their own purposes instead of resources for you to exploit and take from. But the largest group of
Yeah,
dietetics on the planet has confirmed that everybody can be plant-based at every stage of life and be perfectly healthy. Um, but the benefit of being vegan, um, it's well, of course it's for the animals that they have one more person on their side, one more person respecting them and defending them. And the benefit for you, Taylor, when you decide to go vegan, you can say that you respect animals and you won't be being a hypocrite. Because right now when you say that you respect animals, I mean, it's lip service because you're actually disrespecting them in the worst ways possible by treating them like a piece of meat or your milk machine or your egg machine.
so do you think that we shouldn't have houses and buildings and businesses in
I'm here to
school?
defend animals right now. I don't know why you're bringing up, oh, we shouldn't have houses and buildings. Just so we're
Yeah, it's
clear,
about animals.
veganism is
Like,
about not exploiting animals. So I don't think
yeah,
we should
we're
make houses
exploiting
out
their
of animal
habitat.
body parts.
No, no,
This
we're exploiting their habitats by putting houses here. Why would we affect their environment at all? If we only care about animals,
No,
like
but you
why
don't
would we
seem to
build
understand
shelter
what
for them?
exploitation is, Taylor. To exploit somebody is to use them for a selfish purpose. It's not
Yeah, we're
complicated.
using
You're
the
trying to make
habitat.
this
We're you.
complicated. It's not. And you're actually
No, no.
deflecting right now. You know, you're like, oh, you live in a house, so it's okay for me to exploit other animals and treat them as a piece of meat and a milk machine and an egg machine and whatever. That's what you're trying to get to. No. Think about things from your victim's perspective. Oh, he left. You need to think about things from your victim's perspective. You're thinking from a human supremacy mindset. You know, what if I was enslaving you and treating you as my milk machine? And I'm like, oh, but people have houses. Come on, bro. It's not complicated. You're making it complicated, but it's not. It's very simple. He was just throwing poop at the wall. Yep, he was. Let's get the next guest in here. Oh, oops. Hey, I'm only doing one guest at a time. I didn't mean to accept both. Tambo, I'll let you in next. I'm gonna disconnect you and I'll let you in next. So request to join again. You're next up. Hello, Sunshine. How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
Okay, so you never been on a dairy farm, but I understand how being on a dairy farm it
How do
is
you feel about humans
extra.
exploiting other animals? Are you able to engage with the question?
It's bad, but
Okay, so you think we should be respecting them?
yes, but society isn't set up for that.
Okay, but you think that we should. So is it really possible to respect somebody else if we're using them?
Yes, it is.
It's possible to respect somebody and use them as a resource? Would
Yes,
you
if you
feel
go hunting,
respected if I was using you for your body parts? Or if you're a
obviously,
female and I'm using
obviously,
you for breast milk or ovulation? Would you feel respected?
obviously, you don't know human civilization. We've been
Okay,
hunting since the beginning
obviously
of
you're not
time.
very smart. I'm gonna let you go. Tambo was hey, Tambo, get back in here. Tambo was just in the request box. Who else is in here? Hey guys, request to join the live. Hit the button right here. Get in here. Let's chat. Get in here. Let's chat. What a scholar. For real, John Wick. How's it going, John Wick? We got some legends. Hey, Gecko. What up, guys? Request to join the live. Hit the button right here. Request to join the live. Follow if you're not following. Usually, I'd be playing a song. In between guests, playing a song. I've got all these vegan animal rights songs that I play between guests. But I actually don't have a guitar now. Pat, come on in here. Hit the button right here. Hit the button right here. I'll let you in. We can talk. Wouldn't you just love to talk to me? Wouldn't you just love to talk to me? Hey, if you're not following, be sure to follow. If you're not tapping the screen, tap the screen. Say hi to me in the chat and request to join the live. Because I want to talk to you about, what do I want to talk about? Animals. Hey, Royalty, what up? Welcome, guys. Welcome. What up, guys? Welcome to the live. Where are you watching me from? Tell me in the comments, where are you watching me from? I'm in London right now. What kind of animals? All animals. All of them. Me too, Gecko. Come on in, guys. Request to join the live. Let's chat. North Carolina. Ohio, the toilet. Got people watching from all over. Saturday mornings with Jade. Well, if you're in the United States, Saturday mornings. Saturday afternoons, where I am. Arkansas from Mars. Guys, request to join the live. Let's chat. Went from appeal to futility to appeal to tradition. You know what type of fallacy? That's called shotgun fallacy. Just shotgunning through all the fallacies.
So what's your argument?
Hello. So how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
I don't particularly think about it, really. Simply because the animals that we do eat are specifically bred to be food.
Okay, but how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals? Do you think it's okay?
I told you, I don't think about it.
Well, I'm asking you right now. Can you think right now? Do you feel like it's okay? Do you feel like it's not okay?
I think it's okay, yeah.
You think it's okay? Well, how would you feel about it if you were in your victim's position? If
Mhm.
I decided, oh, you were born for me to take your body parts.
Well, I'm not.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah, it's insane. So we're on the same
Do
page.
you know why humans aren't being exploited by other animals?
I'm gonna get on to the next guest, because you can't even get through the first question. Hello, Jesus. How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
So why should we? Well, why do vegans always use the rape mentality when
Have we
talking
talked
about
before? Wait,
animals?
what was your
When
username before?
eating animals.
What was your username before? It's been a while since we've chatted.
Why should I talk about? Why should I tell you that? No, again, tell me.
Because I
Why
remember
should
you.
why do
Somebody in the
vegans
chat remind me
always
what his
use
username
the
was.
rape mentality when talking
No,
about
Jesus, are
veganism?
you able to answer the question? How do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
Why do vegans have to use the rape mentality when talking about
Goodbye.
veganism?
Oh, what was his name? What was his username? You guys remember him, right? What was his name? I can't remember. He's been following me for a long time. Jesus does not approve his tone. He's a big fan, long-time fan. We got people watching from North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Saskatchewan. Come on in here, guys. Request to join the live. Oh, what was his name? Like, now it's bugging me. I recognize that voice immediately, though. Hey, Code, how do you feel about humans exploiting other animals?
I agree with you. I'm not a vegan, but I have tried to shift. In general, like there's lots of arguments that could be made, not just the humanitarian aspect of it, but you could also say that if we were to switch to eating vegetables versus actual animals, I think it's 20-1 is the yield, isn't it? Or is it more than that? Like you could feed like 20 people versus one, I think. Or is it more?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
it's
400-1, I
insane,
think.
like how much resources go to exploiting animals. But this is actually more of an argument for a plant-based diet. I just want to clarify, veganism is not the plant-based diet. You know, when you're vegan, you follow a plant-based diet. But
Yeah.
veganism is the ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. So it's not about the planet, it's not about health, it's a justice movement for the animals. So
No, I agree. I mean, that's a big problem right now with the avian flu right now is because we treat them and put them in unlivable conditions, and then we just farm them. So I do understand the movement that you're talking about. I'm just saying in general, my first step would be trying to get to that point where I'm not actually eating animals. So.
Thanks, Vegan Beauty. But okay, but it's still like, I hear you, but this is still an argument for a plant-based diet, what you presented, because it's you're talking about how it affects humans, and veganism is just about respecting other animals as individuals that exist for their own purposes instead of treating them as a resource that's here to serve us. But yeah, it sounds like, you think we should be respecting animals, right? And you can recognize that we can't actually respect somebody and exploit them.
Yeah. I mean, we respect animals. It's just like most of us respect a subset, right? Dogs, cats, things like that. But we don't respect other animals, I think is what you're getting at.
Yeah, so do you know what the benefit of being vegan is?
I mean, you've obviously made it a little bit more abundantly clear. I didn't know that was the entire movement, but at that point, you're not going to be exploiting, not just because we're not going to be using them for resources with food, but also a lot of the things that we not just consume, but put on our bodies and stuff like that as well, right? So if we were to completely go away from it, it would be very... I don't know the word I'm looking for, but
Yeah,
treating them like it just individuals, like we're treated, right?
exactly. Yeah, the benefit for the animals is that they have one more person respecting them and defending them. And the benefit for you, when you go vegan, Code, and you say that you respect animals, you won't be being a hypocrite. Your actions will be in line with your beliefs.
Yeah. Well, it's something I appreciate you educating me, and I will go down in the chat, but because I don't think we really disagree. So
Well, I mean, if you have time to keep on talking, there's like a few more questions I would like to ask you. Do you have the time?
sure.
Okay, so if you were in the animal's position, how soon would you want somebody to go vegan for you?
I mean, it's immediately, right?
Right. And I mean, do you feel like there's anything stopping you from being vegan?
I mean, I would say there may have used to been an argument, but now, because of the marvels of modern science, you can make plants taste pretty good. You know what I mean? So there's really not that argument anymore. So I
Yeah.
guess no.
Yeah. I mean, there's tons of delicious vegan food out there. But even if there wasn't, that still wouldn't really be a good excuse to exploit the animals. But luckily for us, there's plenty of delicious plant-based foods.
hmm
Um,
Morning Star is really good.
yeah. So, Code, how many more animals should be exploited because of you from this point forward?
That's a really tough question. I mean, the answer is obviously should be none.
Yeah. So will you be vegan
But
from now on?
I'll try. I'll try.
What do you mean by try, though? Think
I
about
think
it from the
I'll.
victim's perspective. Like if
Yeah.
you were a cow being exploited for breast milk, or a chicken being exploited for ovulation, or a fish that was about to be stabbed, would you want your oppressor to be like, okay, I'll try? Or would you want them to decide, no, you deserve respect, I'm gonna let you live your life?
I guess the question I would have for you, obviously, I would not want. I would want them to change immediately. Do you think it's reasonable to think that someone could flip just like that?
Yes. I've talked to thousands of people that have flipped just like that and that have decided to start being an activist immediately because they realized They realized the hypocrisy of saying they respect animals and disrespecting them. And
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to, people just like you, people that don't want to exploit animals, you know, and so they do change immediately. And it was like that for me too. You know, I realized my hypocrisy. This was 8 years ago, 9 years ago. I realized
Mm-hmm.
my hypocrisy. And so I went vegan, just like that, immediately. And, you know, I thought it was going to be harder than it actually was. And my only regret is not doing it sooner.
I mean, I want to say that I'll try to make the switch. I can't say, I can't just say I will because I don't know.
I
Oh,
mean,
it's
but we've
paused.
already established that there's nothing stopping you from being vegan. And you could make the switch like this, and it will always be easier for you than for your victims.
Yeah. When you put it like that, it does make it sound pretty like a no-brainer, right? So,
Yeah, and there's an urgency to this, you know? Like, for as long as we view animals as resources, for like it's accepted as the normal. We need to reject that this is okay. We need to reject that this is normal and lead by example that like
mhm.
we can live without doing it. And it's certainly possible. You know, like lots of people here in the chat are vegan. I've been vegan for 9 years. Like there's so many vegans around the world, and you could be one today. You could align your actions with your beliefs today and no longer be the reason that animals are exploited and oppressed and victimized. But you know, until you decide to go vegan, you are responsible for this and you are their oppressor. And I can tell that's not who you want to be.
Yeah. I honestly did not expect to get in this in deep of the conversation. So I'm glad it came up. Um,
Yeah, I'm glad you did too. And you know, Code, obviously, I can't make you do anything. If I could make people be vegan, the whole world would be vegan now, but it's up to
mhm.
you, really. And it's, you know, I've like, I feel like I've defended animals in the best way that I could, but you're accountable like right now. Like you're accountable and you could change today. You could change immediately. And I promise you it's going to be easier than you think it is. And when you do it, you'll just wish that you had done it sooner. Because you got to think about things from the victim's perspective. You can't think
Mhm.
about it from a human supremacist mindset. You got to think about things from your victim's perspective. Because right now they are your victims. You're victimizing them. And I'm not trying to make you feel like a bad person or anything. I'm just putting pressure on you because it's necessary. You know, for the animals, it's necessary. If you were in their position, you'd want somebody to be putting pressure on you. And I wish that somebody had put this type of pressure on me before I went vegan, way before, way before, so that I could have been vegan sooner.
I'm here. I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Yeah. So what do you think, Code? Will you be vegan from now on, or will you continue to oppress and victimize them?
I think if I can internalize that mantra in my head, it'll eventually go away, obviously, once I've switched. But I definitely will have to repeat that I'm victimizing them. So,
Yeah. And you know, like in my are you following me? Yeah, you're following me. In my
yeah.
link tree in my bio, the first
Hmm.
link in my link tree in my bio, it's called Dominion. It's a documentary that's free on YouTube. I would highly recommend watching it, you know, and it just shows like standard practices in the animal industries so that you can, put a face to your victims. Because when you go and you buy like a burger that's like a dead cow, it's easy to forget about the victims. When you go and you buy eggs, it's easy to forget about the victims, the egg making slaves, and like
Mm-hmm.
milk, it's easy to forget about them. So I'd really recommend going and watching Dominion. It's free on YouTube and it's linked in my link tree in my bio. And that might help you remember the actual individuals. If you exited out of the app, I can't hear you. Or if you left the live stream area, I can't hear you.
I'm here. I just wanted to go to the link and then copy it so I can watch it. So I'm a big fan of documentaries, especially ones that illuminate the darkness.
Yeah,
So.
will you watch it today?
I have a wedding to go to,
Okay.
but I will try to say. I'm assuming it's about an hour and a half. It's probably not a long show, right?
Yeah.
But I'll take the time. No, I mean, like I said, I really enjoy documentaries and educating myself as well. So yeah, I'll watch it this weekend. How about that?
All right, Code. Yeah, watch it this weekend. And how about this? Until you watch it, or until you decide to go vegan, will you eat plant-based? Until you're able to make your decision, will you eat plant-based so that you don't have to have any more victims until you do watch it, or until you do make the decision to go vegan?
That's what I plan on doing. Yes.
Sorry?
That's what I plan on doing. Yes.
Great. Well, Code, is there anything else you'd like to say while I have you up here?
No, I appreciate the education, and I hope that you can educate others. There's a lot of people that are closed-minded, so.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the conversation, Code, and, maybe you can come back in here anytime and update me on how it's going for you. And, yeah, I hope you have a great vegan life.
Thank you.
Oh, one more thing before I let you go. Do you agree that we should be standing up for the animals like what I'm doing right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't see any reason why you wouldn't.
Yeah, so don't just go vegan and be silent, but also use your voice to stand up for them, because they can't stand up for themselves. Stand up for them like how you'd want somebody to stand up for you.
I'm just internalizing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Will you do that? Will you stand up for them?
Yes.
Great. Good character. All right, Code. I'll let you go. And I hope you have a great vegan life. Hey, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Are you vegan?
Yes.
Yes, you're vegan. Great. Do you know what the original definition of veganism is?
The original definition. Treat animals as equals to us.
I mean, yeah, it's about respecting animals. Not exactly treating them as equal, but just like respecting them as individuals. Well, I mean, actually, the original definition is an ethical principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. So, yeah, it's about respecting them. And do you think that it's okay to not be vegan?
Mm-hmm. I think that it's more than just respect, that they should be living free, not to
Yeah.
be kept as pets, as wild, especially people who like endangered species of animals to have for pets or pets in general, that it's the same that farm animals should be treated, or wild animals.
Yeah, I mean, because
Like
that's honestly not respecting them, right? Treating them like
having
property.
them for, yeah, that they have their pets for like servants, and killing killing animals for food or their skin is like something reasonable. We say for them it's a reasonable genocide, like necessary evil. Just take it for granted that some animal is being exploited so that they can survive. But
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
very
there's,
similarly to like human slavery, right?
yeah, yeah,
So, do you think that it's okay to not be vegan? It sounds like no, you don't think it's okay to not be vegan.
yeah. I just tell, I, when I talk to a person who is not vegan, I explain him one time, I don't want to argue because I'm not seeking conflict with anyone. But when they say no, I cannot be the vegan or something like that, I just, like, it's your choice to be to be part of exploiting animals. It's like you support cruelty. They support cruelty. They talk, even people who talk about human genocide, they don't even think about their accepting tradition of being animals, our just slaves for their needs.
Yeah. And are
Because
you
there
an
is a not,
activist for the animals?
you know, go I try to,
Yeah.
be active as possible.
Yeah, I mean, because if you were in the victim's position, the animal's position, you'd certainly want people to be fighting hard for you, right?
Yeah,
So, I mean, are you interested in doing this type of activism, like what I'm doing, live streaming and talking to people?
no, why not?
Okay,
Because
well, I can send you a
everything.
link to a Telegram group that I have, and it's all about this type of activism, and I'm helping out people to do this type of activism, giving them all the resources that they need. Would you like the link to the Telegram group?
I don't have a Telegram.
Okay,
Don't want
but you could
group.
get it, right? You could download it.
I try it, but it didn't. I don't know why it doesn't function.
It doesn't work for you.
Yeah, on my telephone it doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah, well, I can send you the link anyways, just in case. I'll
Yeah,
send it
yeah,
to
yeah.
you. But, you don't exactly need the Telegram group to do this type of stuff. You can just go live and make a background like this and talk to people like how I'm talking to you.
Or I
And,
mostly comment.
yeah, I can send you some more resources that will empower
Yeah,
you to be the best activist that you can for the animals.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
Awesome.
course,
I'll
I'll be
give you a
glad.
follow, and so I'll message you when I'm done with the live stream.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for your presence. Thanks for being inspirational.
yeah, of course. I'm just standing up for them like how I'd want somebody to stand up for me. Like we all should be doing, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's such horrifying feeling when you see all the hunger in this world, and when you know that people have to make difficult decisions just to have something to eat, and they have to eat what they have. And then you see here on our, I don't, in here, and you see in the market full of all sorts of food just being there, even out of date. these all always on the shelves. There are all full shelves that most people cannot afford. But now we have what I say is a progress that is a lot of more affordable vegan products now than was 10 years or 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's easier now than ever to be vegan.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, it'll always be easier for us to be vegan than for the animals to be exploited to death because of us. So, my dear, is there anything else you would like to add while I have you up here?
No, just I wish you all best and a lot of success what you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, as
Yeah,
soon as I get off the live, I'll send you some resources.
yeah. If you still want, we can talk more. It's always nice to talk to you.
All right. Well, I'm
Whatever
actually
you
going to get
do.
on to the next guest. Hope to get one more
Okay.
person to go vegan. But you have a great vegan day, and I'll message you after the live.
Oh no 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 no.
Hello? Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Would anybody else like to join the live? I've been live for 45 minutes. Maybe I should end the live and restart it. Yeah. Guys, if you want to support me, I've got my link tree linked in my bio. There's places you can support me there. If you're on YouTube, I just put it in the chat. JadeForJustice on Linktree. I'm not ending the live on YouTube, but on TikTok, I'm gonna end the live and restart it. You know what? My phone's at 8%. Actually, I'm just gonna end the live. But I'll go live again later. Maybe later tonight or maybe tomorrow. And if you want to do this type of activism, if you want support doing this type of activism, like what I'm doing, you can message me. The best place to reach me is AV_internet on Instagram. Instagram, AV_internet. DM me there and ask for the link to the Telegram group, or DM me wherever, but that's the best place to reach me. And yeah, remember to keep on standing up for animals, and have a great vegan life. Bye-bye. Follow if you're not following. One more guest is requesting to join. My phone's at 8% though. I need to end the live. My phone's at 8%. So follow and join next time. Let's chat next time. Probably tomorrow or tonight or soon. Okay, bye. Uh-oh, how do I do this?